Ladies and gentlemen, grab your seats and grab your gut. Tylor, why are we doing this now? The field is frozen and there are Yetis demanding that they freeze our asshole shut.
Well, we have we got some breaking news over the last 2.5, 3 weeks
Fine. I'm Cobra. I'm joined by Cat, Tylor, and Ben. It's all Tyler's fault we're doing an emergency baseball podcast for the Dirt and Turf.
And just in time, there's a fire truck coming through. What the hell?
Is Santa on it?
Of course.
I have no idea. They're going through the parking lot at Food Line.
Hi, Santa.
Is Santa on there? I don't see no Santa. There's no Santa.
See, this is why I was trying to wait till spring.
Santa! Hi!
Told you.
I know him!
Tylor, this is why I didn't want to do an emergency podcast at this time, because because it is winter. It is Christmas. We are not there yet. The fields are frozen solid. Sunflower seeds aren't widely being spat out. You know, the gum is still hard. Dude!
Well, why do you have Bubble King Double Bubble? That's
I'm not using bubble. I'm using Big League Chew like a man. That's
a man.
Now, our breaking news for tonight is actually coming from Salt Lake City and Omaha, Nebraska, actually.
Yes, because the wise and lovely Commissioner Rob Manfred, decided to pull a Gary Bettman, and now suddenly has an addiction to expansion, and chose Omaha, Nebraska, and Utah. And if you know anything about,
to be more specific,
right? So he's bringing in Mormons.
So
if you know anything from Bain Capital, ask KB Toys how that's doing, because that's the reason why Mormons ruin everything.
Specifically, it's the Miller Company.
So we're going to start with Omaha.
Mormons ruin everything.
Omaha was actually the surprise one. I was actually expecting Nashville. But Omaha is actually, because of the College World Series, they have an MLB ready stadium. Everybody knows what happened with the Rays and Hurricane.
But Tylor, the Omaha Storm Chasers, the AAA baseball club affiliate, it exists. They exist with they're the Kansas City Royals farm system. They're the AAA club.
Yeah, but we all know AAA baseball doesn't bring in the money that a Major League Baseball team does. There's so much more revenue with a Major League team versus AAA.
I understand that. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying it doesn't make sense to me. There's already a baseball club in Omaha, and that's the MILB.
The Mets being right next to the New York Yankees doesn't make sense to me, but I mean, here we are.
The Bronx and Queens, I get it. Also, the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs, although technically the White Sox should contract and actually merge with another team. I recommend the Marlins or the Athletics. Actually, I recommend the Athletics. Yep, the White Sox and the Athletics should fold into each other and become the Chicago Athletics. But that's just me.
All right. So now the reason I was brought up Omaha first is because it's rumored that not only maybe an expansion team, but the Tampa Bay Rays might be playing games in Omaha at the Chicago World Series until
Hold it, Tylor. Get your story straight. Like you are all over the place.
Okay, let me restart. So the reason I brought up Omaha first was because a lot of it has to do with the Tampa Bay Rays and possibly an expansion team. First, with the Tampa Bay Rays, everybody knows what happened in February or October with Hurricane Milton destroying.
Hurricane Milton, Tropicana Field became one of the biggest casualties and the biggest example why that stadium sucks.
I still can't see Tampa Bay leaving Florida. I don't see it happening. I see a new team being added.
No, Tampa's actually highly considering leaving if they
Can I
can't
say something?
can't get a deal struck out with Rob Bedford and MLBPA. That's
Yep,
why they're highly rumored with Omaha. But as of right
that
now,
and-
that hasn't been
yep.
announced.
That
But right
and
now,
that and the owner of the Tampa Bay Rays had been teasing moving the team for a long time. He actually flirted with going to Montreal for a few games. Montreal.
I remember that, going from Tampa to Montreal, and people were like, "That's not going to be a big difference at all."
Nope. No. Why? First off, the Montreal already can't forgive baseball for robbing them in 1994 for the players' strike. So, and that was the best team Montreal ever had. And of course, Montreal, the Expos leaving to go to Washington because Jeffrey Loria.
Loria.
Yeah, everyone loves good old Jeffrey Loria, right, Miami? Continue.
But like I said, it was Omaha being the baseball college capital of the country with the College World Series, and that's an MLB
Tennessee would like to disagree.
I can't see a professional baseball team being in Omaha. That's a weird.
I can't see any professional sports going to Omaha, Nebraska.
Have you ever been to Nebraska, Tyler? Have you drove through there at all?
Yes, I have. It's flat.
A lot of parent land.
But Omaha's a gorgeous city. But like I said, they have the College World Series, and that's why they confirmed everything with either the expansion of the Tampa Bay Rays, which I'm not going to do unless they break news within the next week. I don't plan on doing a podcast like that until the spring training. But if that breaks,
the next Dirt and Turf podcast is guaranteed to be spring training. Tyler, I'm going to keep beating you over the head with this like it's a Louisville Slugger.
The 1990s version.
Yes. That went uncupped. Uncupped.
Now that was the deal with Omaha, because Omaha said that Carl Schwab Stadium has 25,000 people, but is expandable to 40,000. It's held the College World Series. It's held the MLB game. It's held exhibition games. It's held Japanese games. It's a world-class facility. And it's confirmed that it just doesn't know what's going to happen to either an expansion team or the Rays. That's the only thing that's not confirmed.
If there's a team that's going to be going to Salt Lake City, it's going to be the Athletics, and they're probably going to keep the name. Honestly, I doubt they're going to the name. I
hate to break that to you, Ben. Unfortunately, the Oakland Athletics have already made the deal with, Fisher has already made the deal with Vegas. As much as Vegas wants their own team, their own identity, because they are going to go to Vegas. They just they just need the stadium built. So,
they're going to be breaking ground starting in April of next year.
Exactly. But and continue.
The question is, how long is it going to take them to build the stadium and the infrastructure to handle the games?
4 years. It's supposed to be.
I was about to say 4 to 5 years, and public education funds out the window. So because it's not even funded by Fisher. No, it's
funded by the state of Nevada.
Funded by the state of Nevada.
Well, and they're saying it's from rental car taxes. How many people are renting cars out there?
Oh, it's actually insane if you think about it. It's actually insane. They're literally every other car on the road in Las Vegas is a rental car. It's that out there is insane.
Because of all the casinos, because of all the tourist locations of Nevada, especially the triumvirate like Reno. I mean, who doesn't want to go boot goofing in Reno?
Me.
Really? No, really? You don't want to go new boot goofing?
No, because that's such a waste of money. I'd rather
But it's a Reno 911 reference.
Oh, I never watched that.
I did watch.
Anywho,
So-
now continue.
All right, so we're done with Omaha. We're going to be moving to Salt Lake City. Actually, this is actually the one that's been confirmed. We just don't know like what the name of the team is or when they're going to be playing baseball.
First off, all I got to say is I could care less because one, it's Utah. There's only two things in Utah. They claim to be the Beehive State, but we all know Utah is filled with Mormons. Ask the Native Americans what Mormons do to things. All I gotta say.
I was going to say
and two, ask KB Toys what Mormons do to things. And three, ask Washington D.C. what Mormons do to things. Mitt Romney.
Anyway, continuing on Salt Lake City, they have a $900 million plot of land that they bought for the stadium. The stadium's projected to cost $4.5 to $5 billion to construct with the area. It's going to be right outside Salt Lake City, and we are waiting on the name of the team, and the expansion name. We are waiting. It should be within the next few weeks, but I'm not going to. Like I said, it's not going to be the.
I say it's going to be the Utah Stingers. Utah Stingers, Utah Sting.
Or it has to have Utah in it. They can't do Salt Lake City. It has to be Utah.
It has to be Utah, exactly. And because it basically, so that's why I'm going. That's why I'm saying it's going to be Utah Sting. I guess that's what your question is. What should the Utah name be, if anything?
I think. What about the Utah Lakers?
Nope. I don't think so.
That would be a horrible
have another Lakers team.
That'd be very horrible, especially considering that the Lakers is primarily, known mainly in LA, even though also Minnesota, but still. But again, I said Utah Sting or Stingers because of the Beehive State. That's what Utah is,
and the Salt Lake Bees as well.
Exactly.
See, I would think that the Bees would be the major league team, and then the Stingers would be the AAA.
But the reverse would probably be better. Probably be more on along that line anyway.
That's true.
Wait, hold up. We got some interesting news in Newt City.
Go ahead.
Yep. So because Tanner posted this.
Oh dear.
Okay. So apparently, big news. Oakland submitted a proposal to build a permanent stadium for Oakland Roots and Seoul SC at Howard Terminal. Oh, so now they want to build at Howard Terminal. That's what that was about. Yep.
Serious?
Jeff Fisher definitely got fucked.
No, he fucked over Oakland. Yep. So they told him
he fucked over Oakland so hard. Like, yeah. If you even mention the words Jeff Fisher, expect the spike dildo up your ass. Oh,
all right. But like I said, the stadium is projected to have 35. Back to Salt Lake City, it's projected to have almost 40,000 fans. It's going to be one of the nicest stadiums in the country, and and I'm sorry, Oakland fans, but you're not moving to Salt Lake. That is confirmed in an expansion team.
Sadly, yeah. Which, by the way, before we wrap this podcast up. This is where this is where I come in, and I'm going to add this question. Hypothetical question, because we know this will probably never happen because all four of us are technically idiots. I say that all the time, but we're technically idiots. We're fans of sports. We're realistic people too. If we were ever given the opportunity to own, have like a buku amount of money and had the opportunity to put our hat in the ring and said, hey, we want to own an expansion franchise in the MLB. Where would you go? What would you call it? And I'm going to start, of course, with Tylor because this is all your fault. Then I'm going to go to Ben, Cat, and then I'm going to end with myself.
Honestly, my personal opinion, Louisville. If I were to own I would honestly own Louisville. And I just can't, like, I don't know what I would name the team, but Louisville would be a great team because that leaves the Nashville market, the St. Louis market, what other markets around there? The West Virginia market. That actually is like one of the hottest baseball markets right now. Is the mid South.
Understandable. Ben, floor is yours.
I would go with Nashville.
Nice.
That was one of my.
What would you name the team?
I have no idea.
What about the Nashville? What about convert the Nashville Sound to the MLB team? That would actually be kind of cool.
Nashville Sound.
I wouldn't do that. Like I'd still keep the Nashville Sound an MILB, minor league affiliate.
Nashville Banjos.
Nashville Banjos. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you've got something more original than that.
I don't know. Because of course the East Coast is already littered with many, many baseball teams. So
Tons.
I would probably go somewhere like Kentucky, but probably not Louisville. That's too on the nose.
Way too on the nose.
Too on the nose.
Lexington
but I would probably name them something like I got one for you guys. The Stallions.
I mean, Cat, it could be the Kentucky Corrupt Turtles for famous turtle-looking Senator Mitch McConnell.
What about the Stars?
That's always a possibility. Or because Kentucky is so known for their horse racing.
Or for chicken.
Well, but horse racing for me,
Yeah.
I'd go with like the Stallions or the Jockeys or something like that.
Ooh, I was thinking like Colt or something like that. That would be kind of cool.
Thinking about Jockeys and Trebek.
Anyway, what do you got? What's your idea?
Well, for me, if I had the opportunity to put my hat in the ring for an expansion, I would. Here's an interesting historical fact. There used to be an independent minor league baseball team in Portland, Oregon, known as the Portland Mavericks. It was owned by Bing and Kurt Russell.
Nice.
I would have the Portland Mavericks be a legit MLB team, and I would actually ally with Kurt Russell as a shareholder as well, because his dad owned the rights to the Portland Mavericks, its uniforms, its history, and its legacy. So that's what I would do as a big middle finger to the MLB, because Bing Russell actually beat baseball. Actually beat MLB because of the Portland Mavericks. So that's all I got to say on that. I was going to say go to Charlotte, but I'm like, nah, you know what? The return of the Portland Mavericks, that would be the biggest FU to baseball ever. And to be fair, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And before I close, I wanted to add this. Expansion, this is according to my father. Expansion is coming. Expansion is coming in baseball. There's too much talent in baseball right now as we speak.
There is
to be contained with 30 teams. Mm-hmm. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if we, instead of 30 teams, we get 36 in the future. I would not be surprised.
No, I wouldn't.
Honestly, that would not surprise me at all, because
hockey pretty soon is going to go to 36. Hockey
Yeah.
is going to go to 36 because they're already expressing it. Baseball, has been baseball and basketball are the only two
NBA.
major sports. The NBA is at 30. The MLB is at 30.
If you're going to get into expansion team talks, the one league that needs it the most is the NBA. Do you know how many players are snubbed from playing in the NBA because there's not a lot of roster spots to go around?
That's why so many guys go to like
there's
South
plenty of them.
America.
Like they have to go to G leagues, they have to go to China, Germany, Europe, all of the places just to get professional playing time.
I used to work with a guy.
Shit, remember that. Let me say this openly. That was an option for The Undertaker before he became The Undertaker. Before he became Mean Mark Callis.
I used to work with a guy who at a flower shop. I used to work at a flower shop, and there was a guy there that used to play in the G League in Europe.
Yeah. But anywho, that is it for our special edition of the Dirt and Turf podcast, which, by the way, was brought to you by the Social Sports Pad Network. Please check out. Don't forget, please check out our other podcasts. That would be Biscuits and Penalties, Lap Down, and The Hard Count. That would they cover hockey, they cover NASCAR, NASCAR racing, and football. So please check us out. We are on Spotify, YouTube, and other places. So please not only check us out, give it a listen, but also subscribe on our YouTube channel. And of course, we also give shout outs to our affiliates like Phonetics, like Bulletproof Coffee, like W Energy, like Dr. Squatch, like Sleeves, like New Cannon Supply Company, like Fubo TV, Century PC, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds, and Raw Nutrition. See, we do have sunflower seeds. They're smacking good. Anywho. But again, that is it for the Dirt and Turf podcast. I would say play ball, but we're not playing baseball in the winter. So instead, we'll see you at spring training, Tylor.
See you at
spring training. Tylor.
Look at that, guys.
Yep.
Look at that, guys.
It's not that far away.
Really?
Yep, we're not that far away. See you at spring training, everyone.
See ya.
Fuck the Yankees.